Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody doing okay today. I'm okay. I went to Waffle House, as y'all can see. I just got me a little 1-2. So today I'm just talking about my me living on HUD housing. And the reason why I moved. So yes, the title is correct at the bottom. So like, comment, subscribe. If you're a person based on income housing, or y'all got anything about income housing, like I said, I'm from Tennessee. So I don't know if you wanna move to Tennessee like the world, and you wanted more information about public housing. Our public housing is very nice. If you do want to go onto their website, it's just Google public housing. It's Metro Public Housing here in Nashville, Tennessee. So just to clear it up. And yesterday I needed to make a point on my book. I said on my book. I mean on my post. So yesterday I said basically a lot of girls who own public housing, they'll have a baby. You do not have to have a baby to live on public housing. I did not have a child. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. So I should have clarified that. If you're a regular person just like me, you have income or you don't have income, their waiting lists will come open. A lot of times that HUD housing, it could be that the property owner, they do accept Section 8 when they do accept public housing. A lot of people don't know this, but like many contractors that build apartment complex, they put so many apartments on based on income. It's considered as a tax break. So a lot of people do it. So like if you're one of them people who you just like, I'm gonna catch them while I can, and this is a new apartment complex coming in, call them and see if they have based on income. Just ask. Some do, some don't. I'm gonna be honest, it's a hit and miss. So it's really up to you what you really want to do. So as y'all can see, it's my little plate. That's what I had. Yeah, and they gave me some. I ain't never had no mixed fruit jam. I don't eat jelly like that though. I just eat peanut butter and jelly. But so no, y'all. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I'm trying to make a quick video. But no, y'all. They I know when I moved over there, y'all, what happened was, like I said, everything is based on your income. I worked at a doctor's office, so I actually had income. So I actually paid maximum rent. I paid $545 at the time. I think I lived over there in 2000. I think I moved over there in 2009. Oh, it's hard to say. I either moved in 2008 or 2009. I know it was 2009. I was there. But anywho, when I worked at the doctor's office, I guess our practice wasn't meeting the quotas that it was supposed to. So my office manager that was there at the time, she basically put all of us down to be part-time. She was like, if y'all want to leave early, you may work 2 days out the week. That's how it worked. So me, that was good for me. I lived on public housing. So baby, I could go in there, get my boss to write me a letter basically stating that Jer'ee don't work full-time no more. I'm not working 40 hours a week. I'm only working 16 hours a week. So that's what she did. She wrote me a letter. And she wrote me a letter. I brought it to the office. The girl took the letter. God, so good. The girl took the letter. So she was like starting, because I think it was 4 months before I moved. So it had to be like July. Y'all, she took the letter. My rent went down to 102. I will never forget it. Rent went down to 102. Wi-Fi got the best eggs. I had the best eggs. So the rent went down to 102. So just so happened, all of this happened within a 1 week period. My boss turned around, came back. I guess the head corporate was like, nope, you cannot make them work part-time or whatnot. Y'all, why? She come back that same week and was like, y'all gotta go back to 40 hours. So after that, I got her to write this letter, do all this, whatever. She did it, y'all. So turn around, I went right back to the office. Hey, they went back, put us to 40 hours. So the girl in the office, she was like, oh no, just next month, you'll just pay your 104, and then we'll contact you and let you know what your rent will be. mind you, it's going back to the same thing. It's going back to the $5.45 that it was. No problem. So that 1 week I got paid for 16 hours, and the next week I got paid for 40. So it worked out. So my brain of thinking, when August hit, I'll just go ahead and pay the she said August pay 104. So when September hit, start back paying your $5.45. Nobody ever called me. This is my assumption. I just supposed to comply like I supposed to, because guess what? That's the outcome. If you do not comply, if you can't go back, say if you don't report that you've been working, and then they have this system. I know back in the day, I worked for Labor and Workforce of Tennessee. They had a system that they could pull. It was called Bull. They could pull all your information, like where you worked at, the time frame you worked, and all that, because of course, you know, your employer has to report to them and let them know that, you know, you're not working anymore. Y'all turn around. So I did everything I was supposed to. So the lady sends me a letter. This was in maybe October, and she was like, you know, your lease is about to come up. So, you know, they tell you got to give 60 days, like if you want to move. My lease was up in December, like the end of November or early December. Call around. I go down to the office. She was like, you have a credit. She said, you've been paying $5.45 and you were supposed to be paying $5.45. So y'all had a credit of like maybe $1,200. Y'all, I'm telling her, I said, I came in and let the lady know, the girl at the front desk, she no longer works there. Like I said, back to the LaShondra thing. They be stealing. Not saying LaShondra be stealing, allegedly. So with, you know, me and her, we discussed, and I'm like, no, I came down here, I did what I was supposed to. Y'all, this lady was like, okay, well, we have to figure it out and blah, 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 blah. But based upon that, you didn't come down here and you didn't sign nothing. No, I reported to her. Y'all are supposed to contact my employer to make sure this information is correct, because that's what they do. You can give them a letter all day, but they are supposed to contact your employee and hear it from HR itself. They send a letter to HR, and the HR department basically mails it back to verify that you aren't lying. That's it. So, make a long story short, she got all of it together. So, me being the person that I am, like, you know, that was like a bad thing. Like, y'all don't have y'all bookkeeping and stuff together. That's cool. You know, it's just a lot. So, long as y'all playing with me saying that I owe you $1,300 versus me saying versus you saying I have a credit of $13, that's a big difference. So, come around. Like I said, everything come in threes. That was the first one. Second one, one night, this was back in like October. I was getting ready to take me a shower. You know, I'm in the kitchen. I got the shower one, and I hear like gunshots, like close gunshots. Y'all, why somebody done got shot? So the building that I lived in, like I said, I was in a 1-bedroom. So the building that I lived in, it was one building here, and then there was another building here. But on the other side of the building, like I lived on this side, I lived on the left side when you come in. But the building on the other side, it was like a ramp, like a wheelchair ramp, and then you could go up the steps. But then that was considered as the handicap side, because guess what? It was on, like I said, it was on the elderly people that pretty much lived in my building, and maybe like 2 or 3 other girls that had a 1-bedroom like me. But I had an older lady in the back, and then I had another lady that was like in her late or early 40s, late 40s or early 50s, that lived in the back of me. So turn around right after that, you know, I hear it. I looked out my bedroom window. I see a person laying down on the ground. Freaked me out. Turn around, I ended up calling 911. 911 came over there. Still to this day, I don't know if that boy was dead or alive. Still to this day. So that was the first thing. So, you know, that was close right there. Anything could have, a bullet could have hit me if I was in my bedroom. Didn't think none of it. By the good grace of God, it didn't happen. So, you know, that was one thing. So turn around, yeah, my grits is not good today. They ain't hitting today. So anyway, right after that, so I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I'm looking around for apartments and stuff like that, because I'm just ready to move. Like, I was living on one side of town, And then I was working on one side of town. I work in downtown Nashville. So I'm like, I kind of want to be closer. I want to be kind of closer to my parents, stuff like that. Y'all. So by this time, I had found an apartment. It was not based on income. It was a private owner. Found me an apartment. 2-bedroom. I was cool. I was just like, okay, it's closer to home. It's literally 5 minutes away from my job. Cool. $5.50 a month. Only thing is, you're gonna have to pay your own water bill. Cool, that ain't no problem. Turn around, got everything situated. So me being me at the time, I was just like, you know what, I ain't gonna stay at home this time. Whoever I was dating at the time, I think I spent the night over their house. So I got home. So my aunt already started packing and all that. I knew my lease was up in November, but I'm sitting here like, how can I get out of my lease? Y'all, this is so bad to say. This is how I got out of my lease. Like I said, I had surgery on my back. I told my doctor I was moving back home with my mama. She wrote me a note. And she was like, if you want to get out your lease, that's how you're going to get out your lease. My actual doctor showed me how to do that. I took it to the office. I told them that I would be moving. I could have moved. It was many ways I could have moved. Just that situation of that boy being outside, I could have said I fear for my life. But this is the tricky part. This is how God works. I got the letter from my doctor. I hadn't even turned it in yet. Turn around. I got home. I had already started packing. So I got back home. It was like a random day, like a Sunday or something. Got home. I had bullet holes in my wall. Like literally. Like I had like 5 bullet holes. Like literally. Like where my bed was. It was one. I had literally, it went through, each bullet hole went through 3 walls. It went through the neighbor's wall, my wall in my bedroom, and then it went through my living room wall. And then it stopped where the brick was, is outside where the apartment is, by the good grace of God, because the lady lived across from me. She was older. So when I got home, I'm just freaking out. Like I'm really freaking out. Like, I had a hole in my headboard. It was a lot. Like literally, like I called my mom. I was like, I'm gonna come back home and, spend the night at home. And she's like, yes, like we're gonna go ahead and move all your stuff. So I went to the office that Monday morning. That letter that I had from my doctor I was like, I'm moving back home. So that's how I broke my lease. I broke my lease and turn around. It was 1 month later that I had to pay. And by the good grace of God, my dad paid that off for me. He was like, I don't care. I would rather for you to be here than dead or alive. He was like, we just not taking a risk like that. So literally, thank you, Jer'ee. Literally paid that off, moved into my apartment. The apartment that I had, that I moved in, I had to wait maybe like a week to move in, stay with my mom for like a week, and then I moved in. So just FYI, like I said, the 2 ways you can move out: get you a note from your provider stating that you need to move based upon your mental state or whatever disability, not disability, or whatever diagnosis that you have. See if that's something you can do. Other reason, you fear for your life. That's a way that you can actually terminate your lease. That's what I did. That's how I terminated my lease. So just based upon that, I never ever in a million years wanted to live in that situation. Nor would I want anybody to live in a situation like that where you fear for your life. So the girl that lived in the back of me, come to find out it was her baby daddy got to shooting with somebody, and they literally was trying to, I guess, rob her baby daddy, and that's what happened. But mind you, the office was calling me, didn't know the number, wouldn't pick me up the phone. It just had probably happened maybe that day that I probably got home that evening and didn't know. So like I said, if that's something you feel like you want to do, it's many good apartments. This is my story. This is not nobody else's story. I mean, I'm pretty sure other people have worse stories, worse situations where maintenance don't want to fix stuff. Where I live, maintenance was on maintenance, so let's just say that. But as far as it just being a little rough over there, it was a little rough. Like I said, I worked at a doctor's office, and half the girls that had babies over there, I would see them, and literally when I come home, they would not see me. Only how they would probably know is if they seen my truck, because I had a truck at that time. But a lot of people, They might have knew me from the doctor's office because I worked at a pediatric office. But other than that, you never knew I lived over there. Literally, I was like a thief in the night. Leave early in the morning and come home late at night. You would never know I was over there. Unless you just trying to see me. So, I mean, like I said, it ain't about where you're going. It's about, it ain't about where you come from. It's about where you're going. And you got to make the decision of how you want to live your life. As far as there. So, to anybody who got any questions, just let me know. Comment below. Subscribe. I'm trying to get on this YouTube train like the rest of the world. So, like I said, my mukbangs don't be much